Every auto mechanic starts in the exact same place, on the ground, usually on a cold driveway, hands already filthy, draining the black oil out of some old car that barely runs. No shop, no paycheck, no real idea what he's doing yet. Just a wrench, a video on his phone, and a stubborn refusal to pay someone else to do it. But that greasy kid on the driveway is standing on the bottom rung of a ladder that climbs all the way from a free oil change to owning a business worth over $500,000. This is every level of an auto mechanic, from the cold driveway all the way to the top. Level 1, the beginner. This is where almost every real mechanic is actually born, not in a classroom, on a driveway. It starts with one annoying problem, a car that needs fixing and no money to pay for it. So he does the unthinkable. He opens the hood himself. His very first job is almost always the same, an oil change. A quick lube shop wants $95 for it. The oil and the filter cost him about $45. So he watches a video, does it himself, and keeps the difference in his own pocket. That first small win does something to him. He realizes a mechanic isn't magic. It's just knowledge and a willingness to get dirty. At this level, he makes $0. In fact, he loses money. On cheap tools, on mistakes, on strip bolts and busted knuckles. But he's buying the only thing that matters at the start: skill. Every scraped knuckle here is an investment in the next level. Level 2, the apprentice. Eventually, the driveway isn't enough. He wants to do this for real. So he takes an entry-level job at a shop and reality hits him hard. He's the lowest person in the entire building, the lube tech. His days are oil changes, tire rotations, and sweeping the floor. The pay is barely above minimum wage, maybe $12, maybe $15 an hour. And here, he learns the brutal rule of this whole trade. You buy your own tools. A tool truck pulls up to the shop every week, packed with shiny wrenches he desperately needs. A full professional set can cost many thousands of dollars. Some techs owe the tool truck for years. So he starts small, one wrench, one ratchet at a time. He's not really here for the money. He's here to watch the older techs work. Because at this level, what you learn is worth far more than what you earn. Level 3, the certified technician. Now things get serious. He starts earning real certifications. The big one is a set of exams that prove on paper that he actually knows his craft. Suddenly, he isn't just changing oil. He's doing brakes, suspension, and real diagnostics. And his pay changes completely. He goes to something called flat rate. Here's how that works, and it is a little wild. Every single job is assigned a set time. A brake job might pay 2 hours, no matter how fast he does it. Finish it in 1 hour, and he still gets paid for 2. If he's fast and he's good, he can beat the clock all day long. A skilled flat rate tech can pull in $50,000, $60,000, even $70,000 a year. But there's a catch, and it's a big one. If there are no cars to fix, he doesn't get paid at all. His income now rides on his speed, his skill, and how busy the shop is. This is the level where a lot of mechanics happily settle. Good money, respected, always in demand. But the ladder keeps on going. Level 4, the master technician. This is the very top of the technical mountain. He passes every certification there is and earns the title of master tech. And then he makes the smartest move in the entire trade. He specializes. Because almost anyone can change brake pads. Very few people can fix the truly hard stuff. He might master electrical systems, the nightmare that most techs run away from, or diesel engines, or transmissions, or the fastest growing field of all, electric and hybrid cars. And here is the rule that governs everything. The rarer his skill, the more he is worth. A master tech at a busy dealership can earn $80,000, $90,000, even over $100,000 a year. He's the guy the other mechanics come to when they are completely stuck. He spent 15 years and a fortune in tools to reach this exact spot. But here's the quiet truth. He is finally at the top of working for someone else. And that one detail is the key that unlocks the final level. Level 5, the owner. One day he does the math and something just clicks. He fixes a car for $800, but he only keeps a small slice of that. The shop owner, a guy who might not even pick up a wrench anymore, quietly keeps the rest. And he thinks, why am I making someone else rich with my own 2 hands? So he takes the biggest risk of his life. He opens his own shop. And now the job completely changes. He is barely a mechanic anymore. He's a business owner. He worries about rent, insurance, payroll, and finding techs he can trust. The first year is genuinely terrifying. Almost every dollar goes straight back into the business. But if it works, everything is different. Now he doesn't get paid for his own 2 hands. He gets paid for the work of 5 mechanics at once. His income isn't a wage anymore. It's profit, and profit has no ceiling. A single well-run shop can clear well over $100,000 a year, straight into the owner's pocket. And there's one final move that most people never even think about, because he doesn't just own a job now, he owns an asset. A profitable shop with loyal customers and a trusted name is worth serious money. One day, a bigger company or a younger mechanic with a dream comes knocking, and they hand him a check to buy the whole thing, $549,900. For a business he started with nothing but a wrench and a cold driveway. That is the entire ladder, written in a single number. So here's the real lesson hiding under all the grease. At level 1, he sold his effort, a single oil change. In the middle levels, he sold his skill, and the rarer that skill got, the higher his pay climbed. But at the very top, he stopped selling his hands entirely. He built something that other people's hands could run for him. That is the jump that almost nobody makes, from being paid for your time to owning the thing that pays you, even while you sleep. And this isn't just about mechanics. It's true for almost every job on Earth. The ladder is always the same 3 rungs: effort, then skill, then ownership. So wherever you are on your own ladder right now, just remember that kid on the driveway. He didn't start with talent or money or a fancy shop. He started with one oil change he simply refused to pay for. If you enjoyed climbing this ladder with us, subscribe. We break down every level of the jobs and the money that quietly run the world. And we will see you on the next rung.